Welcome to Own Your Words. Pour out one's heart or pour out one's soul. Idiom, meaning with examples. Meaning. 1. To tell someone your secret feelings, and things that worry you, usually because you feel a strong need to talk about them. 2. Express one's innermost thoughts and feelings to someone else. 3. To speak very freely to someone private, and most deeply felt emotions. 4. To share one's deepest or most intimate emotions, thoughts, or secrets, especially in a profuse or sudden manner. Examples. 1. I poured my heart out to him, and then he told all his friends what I'd said. 2. Samantha poured out her heart to me last night, about how grief-stricken she's been since her father passed away. 3. She wished above all else to pour her heart out to him, to tell her sins without hesitation. 4. Upset over the breakup, she poured out her heart to her mother. 5. He poured his heart out to them, so as he never could in any other company. 6. When I approached a student sitting on the pavement, and asked what happened to him, he suddenly began to cry and poured his heart out to me. 7. It was my conscience that told me to pour my heart out to my mom about my wrongdoing. 8. When she split up with her boyfriend, she poured her heart out to me. 9. I didn't mean to pour my heart out to you, but I guess I just had to talk to someone. 10. When I asked her what was the matter, she burst into tears and poured out her heart to me. Once bitten, twice shy. Idiom, meaning with examples. Meaning. 1. Said when you are frightened to do something again, because you had an unpleasant experience doing it the first time. 2. Used to say that if you have failed or been hurt once, you will be more careful next time. 3. Once one is hurt by someone, one will be extra cautious to avoid that person or thing. 4. Used to say that people will not do something again, if it has been a bad experience. Examples. 1. I've learned my lesson from dating actors, once bitten, twice shy. 2. I would never have believed the pictures had I not seen them, and once bitten, twice shy. 3. We are careful about renting an apartment from that company. Previous one was terrible. Once bitten, twice shy. 4. Jenny certainly won't go swimming, once bitten, twice shy. 5. I will never work with Peter again. He expects everyone to do the work on his behalf, once bitten, twice shy. 6. He was 2 days late last time, so she's not hiring him again, once bitten, twice shy. 7. I'm certainly not looking for a new boyfriend. Once bitten, twice shy. 8. Tokyo's punters, once bitten, twice shy, will not come rushing back for more. 9. He said, once bitten, twice shy, I'll stick with not aiming for the moon. 10. I would never have believed the pictures had I not seen them, and once bitten, twice shy. Play your cards right. Idiom, meaning with examples. Meaning. 1. To behave in a way that gives you an advantage, or allows you to succeed at something. 2. To do the correct things to achieve the desired result. 3. Used for saying that if someone behaves in the right way, they might be successful. To do things in an intelligent and well-planned way. 5. To act adeptly and with good judgment, to make the best and most effective use of the resources at one's disposal. Examples. 1. If you play your cards right, you could get a promotion in a year or two. 2. The domino effect can work for us, as well as against us if we play our cards right. 3. Soon, if she played her cards right, she would be head of the London office. 4. Play your cards right, and with any luck, the conversation will move on soon. 5. Play your cards right and, you could pay no interest on your debts until well into 2022. 6. If you play your cards right, you could make a lot of money out of this. 7. If you keep playing your cards right, you could see a promotion within a year. 8. I'm really hoping Janet will agree to go on a second date, but I'll have to play my cards right tonight. 9. He was convinced he could actually win the election provided that he played his cards right. 10. If you play your cards right, you can eat and drink for nothing in this town until you explode. 11. If you really want something from your parents, you have to play your cards right. Take a back seat. Idiom, meaning with examples. Meaning. 1. To choose not to be in a position of responsibility, in an organization or activity. 2. Occupy an inferior position, allow another to be in control. 3. To take a back seat means to take, or be put into a position of less power or subordination. 4. To allow other people to have all the power, importance, or responsibility. Examples. 1. I took a back seat during the presentation, because I knew you could handle it. 2. I had the flu last week, so everything else around the house had to take a back seat. 3. Linda was content to take a back seat, and let Nancy run the meeting. 4. I was happy to take a back seat, and give someone else the opportunity to manage the project. 5. I always used to take a back seat, and let people get on with it. 6. It is true that in the Apollo program science took a back seat, to technology and engineering. 7. As the novel progresses, the war takes a back seat, to the growing romance between Harvey and Martha. 8. It's time for me to take a back seat, and let someone younger take over. 9. But when they were introduced, everything upstairs had to take a back seat. 10. Quality will have to take a back seat, to price when we buy the new furniture. 11. You need to take a back seat, and think about both past and future. Right off the bat. Idiom, meaning with examples. Meaning. 1. Immediately or right from the start. 2. If something happens right off the bat, it happens immediately. 3. Right off the bat means immediately, right away or from the very beginning. Examples. 1. That said, there is an important distinction, established right off the bat. 2. He learned right off the bat, that you can't count on anything in this business. 3. I got home and right off the bat, my mom told me to cook dinner. 4. Tom didn't even need to think about the question. He knew the answer right off the bat. 5. The new manager demanded new office furniture right off the bat. 6. When he was learning to ride a bicycle, he fell on his head right off the bat. 7. I learned right off the bat that, you can't rely on anything in this business. 8. He learned right off the bat that, you can't count on anything in this business. 9. Right off the bat, she wades into that, soul-destroying ritual of the gym class weigh-in. 10. Before we get started with any of this, you might as well know right off the bat. 11. I've had candidates ask, if they can work part-time from home right off the bat. 12. I realized the office environment was very unwelcoming, right off the bat as soon as I entered. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Also, Subscribe to the channel for more videos.